So I recently graduated from National Institute of Fashion Technology, Mumbai, and it has been a roller coaster ride. Hi everyone, I'm Ishleen. Thank you for joining in today. I'm super excited to begin this new series of videos about my college life at NIFT Mumbai. In this series, I'm going to talk in detail about my college life from beginning to graduation. And if you're someone aspiring for NIFT, NID or design colleges in India, this video will give you a detailed insight. So I recently graduated from National Institute of Fashion Technology, Mumbai in June 2023 with a bachelor's degree in fashion communication, and I still can't believe that I made it through. Especially with 2 years spent in COVID with online classes, it was a very challenging experience. A major portion of my second and third year of college was spent in taking online classes, and it was a challenge in itself. There are a lot of pros and cons of life and academics at NIFT, which I will try to cover in this video. So before we begin, let me give you a brief overview of how the series of videos is divided. So in this first video, I'm going to talk about the preparation and the exam rounds. The second video will be about the selection process, foundation year, and life and academics at NIFT. And lastly, a video about the final year, summer internships, and graduation projects that you're required to do by college. I might also make a bonus video about my hostel life, so let me know in the comments if you would like that video. So without further ado, let us begin. So right after I completed my 12th standard, I wanted to get into a design college, and NID, NIFT and IDC IIT are the most popular choices for government colleges in India. I took a coaching class for a short period of time, but it did not fit me well, so I decided to take a gap year and prepare by myself. I ended up getting selected in NID and NIFT. My general rank in NIFT was All India 47. A lot of people in India are reluctant about taking a gap year after school, but I feel that it gives you a lot of time to explore your options and prepare for them. And for me personally, taking a gap year was the best decision. I not only got enough time to prepare for entrance exams, but also taught myself digital painting and illustration on Photoshop, which are the most useful skills for myself to this date. I will give you an overview of what I prepared and how I prepared, but I also might make a separate video of in-depth course material and my notes. So the first exam round for NIFT is the general ability test, and it comprises of general knowledge and current affairs, English comprehension, quantitative ability, and logical and analytical ability. There is also a creative section that mainly tests your ideation, sketching and presentation skills. So firstly, I went through a lot of last year papers and made a list of the recurring topics. I maintained a set of notebooks for the major subjects. For GK and current affairs, I made my own notes from school books and kept updating them through newspapers and the internet. I remember I used to read, write and revise my notes religiously daily. Cut to now, I can't imagine studying like this for anything at all. For the mathematics part, I already had a lot of practice because I had science and maths as my high school subjects. If you've prepared regularly and from the right resources, this test would not be a very difficult one for you to crack. For the sketching section, I remember drawing a locking system for a door which had a face scanning feature. And for the other sketching question, I don't remember properly, but I think I drew a comic panel showing the growth of a plant. So a good visual representation of your idea is the key to this section. For me, using a good color scheme and annotations to describe my idea worked really well. The second round, or the situation test, is a bit more tricky but also a lot of fun. In this test, we are supposed to create a 3D model with the materials and the brief provided. Honestly, I really enjoyed preparing for this round more than I enjoyed actually giving the test. I practiced a lot of mechanical toys, 3D rooms and paper crafts, and also a lot of origami. Pro tip: if you search mechanical toys on Pinterest, there are a lot of cool ideas to try out which can help you with the situation test. And believe me, preparing for this test can actually help you a lot with your assignments for when you actually go to NIFT. So to sum up, I spent a whole year practicing for NID, NIFT and USEED, and I'm glad that I ended up performing well. I was also happy that I chose to self-study because it worked out really well for me, but of course it depends from person to person. In my opinion, when you take a coaching class, the study methods are very generalized, but when you choose to self-study, you can figure out your strengths and weaknesses and work on them accordingly. But the challenge is that it requires a lot of self-motivation and discipline. I hope you found this video a little bit helpful, and to find out more about my course, department and life at NIFT Mumbai, watch out for more videos in this series. Please do subscribe and leave your reviews in the comments section. Thank you and stay tuned for more. Recurring topics I did will be about law. Yeah.